Phenomenal performance, wasn't it? He got his tactics right tonight. He jumped on him from the beginning. I thought he won the first round. I thought Linda won the second. Third, he was back in it. But the fourth round, once he clipped him, it was, when he's a tremendous finisher, Anthony. He gets you in trouble. He's hard to get off. And obviously he's maturing a bit more now. He's getting older, he's more experienced. And he stopped a really good fighter. He stopped the number one ranked light heavyweight in the WBO.
As soon as that first bell rang, though, and even like for round 2, round 3, he was straight at it. He was straight on
it, wasn't he? He was right on it, because what he had to do last time round, it became very repetitive in as much he was loading up, looking for big shots, but he weren't letting them go. And he was getting caught with a jab, This time, he was letting his shots go.
How much of an impact do you think the crowd made tonight?
I think it's an atmosphere. Of course it does. It makes a huge difference. And they were evenly supported, by the way. He was getting a lot of cheers, and both of them were quite evenly supported. Of course it makes a big difference. Fighters they're entertainers at the end of the day. They want to be in front of their crowd, and that's what happened.
It looked like there was a lot of respect at the end. Pat and Tunde hugged for what looked like about a minute. Lyndon and Anthony, it all looks like a lot of respect there.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what professional fighters do. You get all that trash talk and silly things are said and whatever, and that. Look, you're going in there to knock somebody's head off. So you ain't going to be his best mate, are you? After the fight, you've done your business. You're a professional, and then they both got respect for each other.
Well, there's a little matter of Callum Johnson challenging for the WBO World Light Heavyweight title against Joe Smith. So I guess Anthony Yarde is in line for the winner.
He is. That's what Bob Aaron and I have been discussing, and hopefully that's going to be the case.
And do you think if it's Joe Smith, do you think we could get it over here?
If he wants to come here, we can do it. It's all about money, But wherever it is, it's me. Look, Anthony's he's a road warrior. He went to Russia. He's not really fazed about going anywhere else. That's for sure.
Do you think that was the best performance of his career?
What, tonight? Yeah, I think it was, because he was in a real good quality operator, and the way he went about his business and how he finished the fight, I thought was top class.
Just want to touch on Hamzah Sheeraz against Bradley Skeet. Your thoughts on the fight?
I always felt that, and we talked about it before the fight, that you look at Bradley, he's had more knockouts than Hamzah's had fights. Got a wealth of experience, very smart operator, good boxer. He's not like a slugger or anything. He's got a good boxing brain, and I felt that he would give Hamzah a few conundrums to sort out, and he did. And Hamzah, sometimes in that fight, was just doing the same thing. He was following him around. He weren't cutting him off, and he wasn't letting his shots go. He was loading up, looking for big shots. But when he got to him, and he stepped up the pace, then you knew what was going to happen. And I think that knockdown, when he knocked him, he didn't push him down, he knocked him down, hit him a couple of shots, and then he hit him and he caught him again when he was on the floor. It's just like throwing shots, what boxers do. Referee should have jumped in. But anyway, what happened, and you knew the writing was on the wall there. He hurt him going down. He was hurt anyway before even getting hit while he was on the floor. And I think he was starting to, get his measure. He caught him a couple of shots before that. So, for him, it's a real good learning fight. Those type of fights are fights where he could go and have another 4 or 5 fights, but he'll learn more from that one. And he came out with the victory and with the win, and he'll learn from that. And we're going to sit down and have a good chat about it, because there's a lot of things he needs to improve on. There's a lot of things he does well, and I'm his biggest fan. There's a lot of things he does well, but there's things that I looked at tonight, and I know there's things that he's got to work on to make himself an even better fighter.
What about Bradley Skeet? So much heart shown tonight when he was slinging it out, and he boxed well.
He did box well, and he fancied it, and he was old man in him, as we say in the train. That's what he was doing with him. You could see him, he's slipping, moving, all the little alley shuffles and all those things. But that's what you've got, a young fighter, so he's trying to, put him out of his stride. And that's what he was doing. He was, in his way trying to do a job at him. But, Hamzah stuck to his guns and did what he had to do. And I tell you, Sam Noakes boxed well tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about him.
His 8th fight. Mm-hmm. 8th fight in a 10-rounder, and done a bloody job. He done a good job there. He's a tremendous performance. The more I see of him, the more I like him. He's an excellent prospect. Still got a way to go, but he's really doing the business. And young Dennis Bank, banged his hand up in the second round. I mean, I thought he was doing well for about 3 or 4 rounds. Then you could see he couldn't let his right hand go properly, and he won on points when he skated the fight. But I think if his hands hadn't gone, I think he would have stopped him.
But I guess these are the sort of things these young fighters have got to go through, rather now than in a title fight, hurt your hand, get a cut.
You learn. That's what it's all about. I mean, it's not boxing is you have to educate yourself. You practice and you practice. You work hard in a gym, and then come the real thing. Then you've got to make it work, and sometimes it doesn't work. So you have to go back to the drawing board, but you learn from it. You watch it back and what should I have been doing. And things like that, and that's what they do. You've got to remember, all these fighters are all young fighters. I'm not talking about, Anthony. He had limited amateur experience, only 11 fights, but all the others, they're youngsters. They're on this journey. I think 10 fights. 8 fights? They're youngsters.
Well, the last one I'll ask you on is someone who wasn't televised tonight, but the clip's gone out, and I'm sure he'll be televised again soon. Masood Abdullah got Paul Holt out of there in a couple of rounds.
Yeah. What about that? It was a performance, wasn't it? He'll be on a television show next time.
He looks a star, huh?
Well, he does. But you know what? It's like all these things. You only got so much time. It's like Umar. We couldn't get him on, and he only gets so much airtime. You can put the fights on. So it's a shame. And I'm sure he'd much rather fight tonight than not fight. And it's again learning experience, and we put it out as you say, and then he'll get a lot of views, and the people will tune in next time to see him live.
Well, Frank, final Queensberry show of the year. Just congratulations. I think it's been a good year.
I think we've all done well. We've ended the year nicely. We've a real competitive show. Good fights on there. Good for everybody who fought on there. And some of the guys who got beat, I'm sure, can come back again. It was a good night.
All right. Nice speaking to you. See you soon.
And you're your man. You will see me soon. You see me in the office on Monday.
Oh, God.